The recent oil spill on Bayou Lafourche has many wondering, how will this affect my health? What will this do to my property value? What if I make a living from these waters? At Waits & Downer, our years of experience puts us in a unique position to help you navigate through this impact. If you or a loved one has been affected by this spill, let our law firm help you out. Waits & Downer, helping you navigate through catastrophic impacts. Call us today at 985-876-0870.
Yeah, hi, I'm Robbie Bowers, the president of Bayou Outdoors Foundation. We take sick and special needs kids on hunting and fishing trips at no cost to the families. Today we're having our first annual fundraiser.
We've put a tremendous amount of work. We've had so many people helping us. Our community has come together, our friends have come together, and just all the good people of St. Mary Parish and the Tri-Parish area have come together to help us to help these kids. It's not so much what we do for the kids, because it does so much for us too. But as a child, I grew up in a very poor household and never had the opportunities to go fishing and hunting or go on a really exciting trips. But there was a few gentlemen a couple of times in my life that did things for me that I will never forget. And I'm hoping that we can pass this on to the next generation, because our kids are our future. If we can pass this on to them, then maybe they will pass it on to children that as they grow up.
I feel honored just to be here to be able to provide for these kids, because I grew up hunting and fishing with my dad, and he taught me the ropes when I was young. And it's just nice to be able to give back and to do these things and to pass these on. I did bring there was 4 kids crawfishing the year before last, and they really got to see how we operate our boats and how to catch and live off the land, and we bought them for them after. And I tell you what, every year they call me and they want to come crawfishing. You know, it's just a good experience, and it's a really good thing that we're doing here. Y'all should come out and show your local support.
Jason, a quick story. Tell them why you became a board member. What happened to you and your family to make you want to be a board member?
I was able to get, for my daughter, she has a problem in one eye seeing, you know, so we got a hunt donated for her. And when I got to become a part of this and raising money and helping people, it just become head over heels. And I've been here ever since, and we just like helping people. It's just a satisfaction.
I'm here today with Miss Rita Ware from Franklin, Louisiana. We had the privilege to bring her grandson to my right, Braden Ware. He's actually been on a couple trips with us. I just wanted to ask you, Miss Rita, what has the foundation done for you and your family and Braden?
Words cannot describe what it has done for Braden. This foundation has opened his eyes to a whole different world and exposed him to things that otherwise he would have no opportunity to do. It showed him some of the correct ways of hunting. He made some friendships that are going to last him for a lifetime. So I just cannot put in words the depth of what it means to him, and to both of us, actually.
Braden, why don't you tell us a little bit about the trips you got to go on?
Some of the trips I went to go on, I got to shoot my first deer and a couple big game animals that I probably would never have been able to go shoot without you. And it's done a lot for me, and I've been able to go hunting a lot more, and it's just had fun every time I've been there.
You heard that 3-letter word, right? Fun. We always have fun. Yep. And we actually went to church before Braden's last trip. I'd never been to a Cowboys church before, but I think we had a pretty good time, and we had a great weekend. Braden got to harvest a doe. He got to shoot his second ram, and we went on a quail hunt with a bunch of gentlemen. We had a really good time. We didn't get much sleep, but we had a lot of fun.
And it was cold. And it was cold, cold.
Yeah, it was freezing cold, but it's okay because we were warm and we had a lot of fun, and the hospitality was just great. I got Mr. Joey Blanchard with me. We were able to take his son a couple years ago, Alex. We went to Missouri on a whitetail hunt, and of course Joey drove the whole way, and me and Alex slept the whole way, but I was okay with that.
Stop for snacks. That's what
stop for snacks. But can you kind of tell us what that hunt meant to you and Alex?
Yeah, it was good. So my son's not really the biggest hunter in the world, but we had this opportunity. Robbie called us, and I asked Alex, and he was all excited to go. So we went to Missouri, and it was a wild fair chase hunt, you know, so beautiful country, nice house we stayed at. And on the second morning, Alex shot a 9-point whitetail. It was so exciting. I mean, he was in tears. I was in tears. It was, you know, because that isn't really his thing. He got so excited by that, and Robbie and them did a nice thing. So I mounted the deer for Alex. In addition to that, Robbie gave us a big photo that's in his room with me and Alex with the deer on that day. So it was a good thing, you know, what Robbie did, and the guy that donated the hunt in Missouri.
Well, what was pretty cool about the hunt, it was my first child. So it's going to be special to me forever, and I'll definitely remember them memories, and it got me on the path I'm on today. So today's our first annual event, and we got the pleasure of Mr. Troy Landry coming to help us out to raise money to bring these kids on these hunting and fishing trips. And I just first off want to thank you, Mr. Troy, for taking out the time to come. And you know, kids get pretty excited because he's the king of the swamp, you know. And but it's maybe one day we'll actually get to do a trip with Mr. Troy, and I'll invite him on it. But you know, it's the community giving back in whatever way they can. And first, I'd like to thank you for coming.
Well, thank you, Robert, for inviting me, and thank you for doing what y'all doing here, because, you know, it's such a good thing. And when we was young, we grew up in the woods, okay? That's all we had was the woods and the bayous. But today's a different world. You know, you got telephones and TVs and all. The kids are so occupied that not a lot of them don't get the chance or the opportunity to go out into the woods and the bayous. So, you know, this brings awareness, and our show has been very good for that for the last 16 years. It shows kids what we doing outdoors, and they get interested. And, you know, it's a good thing. And what y'all doing here is very good, and I hope it works out real well for y'all. Hopefully this is just the first of many, many more to come.
Yeah, I mean, my goal as a president when I started this foundation was that maybe one day one of the children we bring on a trip wants to become a board member. And to me, that would be full circle, you know, because like Mr. Troy would agree, we can't do this forever, and it's going to take the youth to continue on what we're doing.
Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.